Hey guys, welcome back to the Bargain Collector. I'm Jocelyn Ramon Thinney. Come on in, kick your feet up, hit the like, and definitely hit the subscribe. Last time we were together, I had found this amazing library find, Cosmos, a space-time odyssey, narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know what? I want to jump right into my thoughts on it, but first, let's go over a few of the tech specs on this thing. I tried to see if it was available in 4K anywhere for two reasons. One, I mean, it would look spectacular given the fact that it's speaking about the universe and the cosmos, and the visuals were just stunning. So I wanted to see if there was a 4K available because I was like, oh my gosh, how much more incredible it could be if it were. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a 4K version of the film, nor is there any talk about a release of a 4K for this series, which is very, very unfortunate. They did such an amazing job rendering the images. I even wanted to see if it was mastered in 4K because of that. And surprisingly enough, it said no, it was not. It was always mastered in HD, no 4K scan or anything like that. It was always an HD image. But I'm telling you, amazing, amazing visuals. It also supports a 5.1 DTS audio track, which was very, very punchy. This film, if you're sitting back thinking that it's going to be simply Neil deGrasse Tyson doing what he normally does, like on his Star Talk podcast, it's nothing like that. It is a truly, truly in-depth and very, very deep push through the cosmos, understanding how the universe and multiverse came to be and what is it made of and the different people who all discovered it and what all the thoughts were. It wasn't just him speaking about those things, but showing those things. And that was through a mixture of live action, CGI, and a number of other processes. But I digress. I was supposed to be talking about the tech specs, but as you can see, I just want to get into this film. So let's just do that. Getting into my thoughts immediately on whether or not Cosmos will be joining my limited, very limited library shelf space. Well, let's get into the first. The first prerequisite. First being, does it have shelf appeal? Well, I think you already can see that it definitely does. What's really interesting is when I showed you guys this, let me see if I'm able to angle it where you can see it. When I first showed you guys this, I just thought this was a calendar, just a very beautiful calendar inside of a very beautiful what is it called? An O slip. I just thought I thought that's what it was. But in actuality, what this is, when you start going through the series, is you find out that this is the cosmic calendar. It represents the 13.8 billion years that our universe has been evolving. And if you want to figure out where we would fall on this calendar, we're literally the last day of the year. We'd be December 31st. That's how much time has spanned over the universe and how little of it we take up. And that was just such an interesting thing to learn in this series, among many, many others. So I'm I should have said this from the beginning. I'm a very big nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. I love science theory and all of these things. I mean, I'm not as much into the like science history. I'm more of a science theory kind of guy, just taking facts and applying them to theoretical things that haven't been proven yet. But moving on to, was this entertaining? Yes, very much so. I will admit, in the very, very beginning, if you're someone like me who definitely finds themselves being way more interested in theory, it takes a bit to get to the the areas which might entertain you most. For me, the beginning, it was speaking about things that you learn very early on, things about the planets and the rings and what they're made of, and space stuff, and we're made of space stuff, and all those things are all well and good, but we learned those so long ago. A lot of people do. I shouldn't say most. A lot of people do, in terms of their interest in the cosmos. They learn that very early on, and that usually is the springboard into the things that I begin to find most engaging, which is theory and finding out, or hypothesizing about what it would feel like to ride along the event horizon, and what would happen if you fell into the gravitational pull of a black hole. What would a black hole be like inside? Are you likely to be stretched the thinnest that you've ever been stretched and pull through, or do you just end up in some other version of this multiverse? Things like that. Those are the kind of things I'd love to get into. They interest me a lot. So all that being said, as the shows get along, I didn't watch all the episodes, but I did watch a few, and they do begin to get into science theory. And that's when I started kind of perking up and getting a lot more interested in what was going on. So, as far as entertainment value, so far, I am thoroughly, thoroughly impressed with this. Uh, Now, the question then becomes, is this going to be something that's rewatchable? I've only seen a certain number of episodes. I haven't even gotten into the episodes where all the different stars are showing up. As far as I've gotten in, it's been Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's been a lot of CG and animation and stuff like that. So I'm very anxious to see what theories they begin to explore when a lot of these other stars, these other celebrities get involved, and what their participation is. Then I'd be able to get a better idea of whether or not this is going to become rewatchable. But I would say at the point that I am right now, yeah, definitely. So far, it started a little rocky, and I wasn't quite sure. I was kind of teetering on the edge of saying, "Ooh, I don't know. This is so elementary for me and my understanding of things." But as they begin to step their toe into theory, that's when my interest in it began to really grow. Hey guys, this is me from the future. Apparently, my feed cut out, so it never caught the last few moments of the video. So, what I will do to follow up at the very end of this is to say that as of now, this series will be going in my very limited library. Now, what I wanted to do was follow up with one more thing. Starting this upcoming Saturday, I am going to start doing a Saturday video called Subscriber Saturday. And I'm going to lay out a lot of the titles from my library that I've decided not to keep. And I am going to allow subscribers to tell me in the comments which of those titles they might want. Now, here's the thing. In order for me to do the first giveaway, we have to reach our first 100 subscribers. The day that we reach that subscriber count, I am going to record a video and announce that, we have reached that number so that the following Saturday, we can put in the comments which film you want, and I'll randomly pick a subscriber from the comments and you will get that copy of the film. So do keep an eye out for that. Okay? All right, guys, until next time, keep finding good films at great prices.